Hi, Frank Foy here from ActionCOACH Business Coaching. Just wanted to take a moment to talk to you guys a little bit about harnessing that good energy that we find in life. Really getting to know one's self. You ever run across that person that has high energy and is just really a visionary, and you wish you could kind of grab what they have and just bottle it up, right? Bottle it up and drink it up for when you need it. They kind of bring that feeling of purpose right when they need it. You can always tell what that person's about. They're very clear in their goals. They're very defined. It's almost as though they're living in the nude. Very transparent. Myself and a couple other coaches were talking about that earlier in the day, and I thought I would bring that to light here to all of you. It's great when we can run into somebody like that, and I know that it's a fantastic feeling to want to bottle up that emotion or that clarity that person has. But how do we, really get it for ourselves, minus bottling it up? Because let's face it, you can't really bottle up someone else's emotions and use them. How do we get that contagious feeling from somebody else and put it on ourselves? What I pose is that we really have to search within and find what our core purpose is, what our core purpose is in life. I work with a lot of business owners. I'm a business coach, motivational speaker, aspiring author, and I find that a lot of folks that I deal with and talk to on a daily basis are very unclear and uncertain with who they are and what their true purpose is here on earth, in life in general. I know this sounds kind of hokey, but there's a lot to take in. There's a lot to take in if we can really start to understand, that we are what we say we are. I often say this to people that I speak with. What are you saying about yourself to yourself when you're by yourself? Really think about that. I'll say it again. What are you saying about yourself to yourself when you're by yourself? Are you affirming yourself? Are you telling yourself that you are what you think you are? Or are you beating yourself up? Man, that was a bad thing that I did. Or, oh, I shouldn't have said that. It's good for us to be conscious of the things that we say or do, our actions or our character defects. We also need to make sure that we're bringing to light the things that we want to become. I asked somebody today in a coaching session, I want you to tell me 3 traits that you bring to the table that benefit your position in your business. I got 1. And I had to really pull the other 2 out, right? Before I could even jump on to him telling me another 2 after I asked him for 1, I said, before you go further, tell me your flaws. Boom, boom, boom. It was incredible to see. We're quick to tell ourselves how bad we are and the negative things that we do. But we don't necessarily celebrate the things that we're doing correct. And I find that's disheartening to ourselves. It's disheartening to me to see. And what I find is that people feel as though they don't necessarily deserve, or that society, if you will frown upon someone who highlights those great moments that they have, right? Who's able to go ahead and not have to bottle up somebody else's life purpose or somebody else's contagious fever of drivenness and fire and energy and excitement. They can really just pull it from within because they know who they are as a person. They know who they are yet to become. Here's what's cool. I talked to the same gentleman that I was talking to you guys about with the coaching session this morning, and one of his one of the things that he feels as though he brought to the table was an amazing amount of charisma and leadership. And this is a very reserved person that we're talking about. So this is how he sees himself as becoming. But has yet to become that. you know. And it's my job as a coach, right, to kind of pull that and pull that out and push him along the right way, to achieving that goal of really harnessing that inside feeling of charisma and leadership and outward expression, which I'm not seeing from that person, right? But he has that feeling and that fire from within that tells him that this is who he is. And who am I and who are you to say that person's not? Same thing goes with everyone and anyone watching this, or people that we talk to on a daily basis. You know, do we really know what's inside of us? Do we know what's inside of another person? You know, it's really cool to run across a person who has those emotions that we talked about before, the excitement, the highly driven, the excitable, if you will, the visionary. It's great to run into that person, right? But wouldn't you like to be that person for somebody else? You know, make sure that the contagious feeling that you're getting from somebody else, you're then passing on. You know, and that comes from learning about yourself. Finding what your core purposes are, spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. You know, we need to make sure that we're taking care of mind, body, you know, spirit and brain. It's a great thing. Well, mind, body, spirit, and brain. Well, I guess mind and brain would be the same thing. You know, so long and short, I guess what I'm getting at is make sure that you're feeding yourself the right things, not only educationally, you know, as you read, as you watch videos, as you study others, but also what you're telling yourself. You know, the people that you're surrounding yourself with. You know, surround yourself with people that you feel are contagious and that they know what their purpose is in this life, and that you know they're tackling it day by day by day. You know, make it an important thing for you to wake up and give yourself daily affirmations. You know, do a little bit of soul searching. I had the opportunity about a year ago. I'm writing a book about it called "Who Is the Beard," and I had the opportunity to go on a month-long venture out in the woods, in the wilderness, throughout the entire United States of America with my dog, a backpack, a tent. No, didn't pay for any food, didn't pay for anywhere to sleep, and just journaled and you know, kind of shared my experience with a few others on Facebook, but made it very selfless and more about the experience than it was about me. You know, and wow, what a spiritual awakening. You know, what an opportunity for me to kind of step out of who Frank is and find out, you know, what is it all about, right? And again, that may sound hokey to some, and if it is, turn this video off. But man, let me tell you something. When you can kind of figure out a little bit about what it's all about and how insignificant and significant we are at the same time in this whole grand scheme of the world, you know, how we can leave a thumbprint on tomorrow's future. Each and every one of you can. You can. That's an amazing thing, you know. You know, how we want to connect with other people. We want to make a difference, even if it's with one person. Even if it's with our son, our daughter, our father, our mother, our spouse. If we can make a difference, I think, in one person's life, you know, that really gets people fired up. You know, think about that. Think about what it is for you. And look, I'm looking forward to continuing to video blog with all of you, and you know, continue to plug away with Who Is the Beard. And I'm looking forward to that coming out so that all of you can read it and really enjoy in that adventure. I'll make sure that I give you a little more information as I continue here with my video blog, so that you can get a little magnifying glass and look into my heart and see some of that stuff before you read it. I look forward to seeing all of you again. Make it a great day.